signing in yet again as we take you through the exciting world of sports today. So many things to look at and to talk about today. And of course, I'll be taking your reactions to some of the stories I'll be sharing with you. This afternoon, I'll be clearing the air on the alleged brouhaha, the food, the wahala. That is, welcome to the show. But somehow, I'm a lone ranger today. All these guys have disappeared. No problem. We'll take care of them tomorrow. I mean, okay, on Monday when they come with arguments. All right. Let's first take care of some sports stories before we go to football. Different sporting actions apart from football. And let's talk polo now. Looking through polo, and we begin in Abuja, where the Abuja Girls Polo Club has successfully concluded its highly anticipated Salah tournament held from April 3rd to 6th, delivering 4 days of exceptional polo, refined hospitality, and community celebration. Of course, excitement, I think, lingers in the air. The club is gearing up for its Easter tournament from April 17th to 24th, promising yet another spectacular experience. This year's Salah tournament lived up to its billings, as guests were treated to highly skilled sporting spectacles, as teams like FK3, Moon, Samu, and Napa clashed in thrilling encounters. FK3 emerged as a standout, stelling two emphatic victories, including the Red Star Express Cup, while Moon edged past Team EID in the dramatic Mangal Cement Cup final. And beyond the scores and standings, the tournament provided an elegant backup for the Salah holidays, and the club's grounds in Sokoro transformed into a hub of activity, blending the competitive spirit of polo with an unmatched social experience. Guests browsed through curated marketplace, dined on grounds offerings as the club's restaurant, and wrangled in real yet upscale atmosphere. So that's over for the Salah. Now it is for the Easter going on, and will be ending next tomorrow, Monday, on Easter Monday, talking about Galilee Day. Because that's one thing that is very, 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 very good, because if you look at such a tournament, it's not a football tournament, but having such a followership and having such patronage is something that is worth talked about. And that's why we're talking about it right here on Complete Sport. All right, the historic maiden edition of the Awori Unity Cup officially kicked off with a colorful and culturally rich opening ceremony held at Lagos State University Ojo campus a few moments ago, and the event marked the beginning of a month-long football championship aimed at unifying Awori communities across Nigeria through the power of sports, youth engagement, and cultural pride. And it's not just football that is taking place there, other sports will also be taking place. And the ceremonial kickoff was performed by His Royal Majesty Oniba Ekun of Iba Kingdom, with the cheer of an enthusiastic crowd made up of traditional rulers, dignitaries, youth teams, and guests from across Lagos, Ogun, and beyond. Once you are an Awori, definitely you will be there. And also in attendance were an impressive lineup of respected Awori monarchs, including Oloja Ekun of Igbesa, Olu of Oregun, Agbausi of Aguda, Ogba, Olu of Agboyi, Alakeson of Akeson, Olu of Ojedu, and of course Olu of Makbara. And chiefs and community leaders from various Awori settlements were also present, demonstrating a strong support for the tournament and the collective will to use sport as a unifying platform for youth development. And it's something that we should all encourage at a time like this, where youth participation in sport needs a serious encouragement. And I hope we'll definitely be keen into things like this. All right, let's look through boxing right now, and talk about the ever-evolving stage of heavyweight boxing, where legends are born and reputations built on brute force and audacity. A young titan of Nigerian descent is beginning to cast an intimidating shadow. His name is Moses Itauma. Moses Itauma has not merely stepped into the professional arena, he stormed it with the ferocity of a man on a mission. And now with an unblemished 1-0 record and 9 crushing knockouts, the 20-year-old British-born fighter, but he's a Nigerian, and he's already drawing heard whispers of comparison to the most feared heavyweight in history, talking about Mike Tyson. So this one is a new one, the new kid on the block from Nigeria, born a British, just the way we have Anthony Joshua, who is a Nigerian born but now representing Britain. So will he go further? Will he go as far as the others have gone? This lad was born on December 28, 2004 in the Slovakian town of Kežmarok to a Nigerian father and Slovakian mother. Itauma's early years were shaped by more than the bitter cold. Racial discrimination plagued his childhood, prompting his family to relocate to Chatham, Kent in search of opportunity and safety. And from there, he picked up boxing. And now, a trophy of the night. Born and raised in a modest Lagos household, Bado was introduced to boxing by his father, Jamiu Animasha, who saw the sport as a potential path out of their financial challenges. And the elder Animasha, who also serves as his son's trainer, fought in 2 editions of Go TV Boxing Night himself. But he's now the son that is raising the bar and carrying the name of the family. The paternal guidance is now bearing fruit with championship belt and, of course, growing recognition. The family's boxing tradition continues to expand as his 12-year-old sister has also taken up the sport inspired by her brother's success. So the brother is the one making things happen. Now the 12-year-old sister is also in line. I don't know. Seeing young girls doing boxing somehow makes me feel sometimes. I mean, how can you see someone like a beautiful face like Nika now? He says you should be getting punches on the face. That would be crazy. And okay, God have mercy. So that's the way it is. So it's going down next week at the Go TV Boxing Night. I've been invited officially. I hope I will be there. But if this job would allow me to, I hope to be there. And let's go to grassroots tennis now. And the Tenista Foundation has launched an initiative to develop junior tennis at the grassroots level that began on Wednesday in Lagos and concludes today at the Tennis Sports of Royal Park, Yaba, Lagos. The 4-day court competition, which attracted 55 players in each of the male and female under 16 categories, aims to discover and nurture young tennis talents in Lagos State with plans to expand across Nigeria. President of the Tenista Foundation, Michael Onwose, expressed satisfaction with the turnout and the support received for the inaugural 7th edition. Onwose explained that as a non-profit organization, the foundation seeks funding and channel resources in Nigeria and across Africa. Programs and Operation Manager for Tenista Foundation, Folakemi Ayodele, revealed that the tournament target children are already involved in tennis between the ages of 8 and 16. So National Tennis Coach Frank Tamena praised the tournament's initiative in promoting the sport at the grassroots level, saying that he's been clamoring for individuals and corporate bodies to come to the aid of sports and tennis in particular, so that we harness the growing talent that we have been building over the years in Nigeria. And with this now, Tenista Foundation is really building on this one. Well, this is the type of sport I can ask someone like Nika to go and do. It's very good for young girls, okay? So good one, Tenista is ending today in Lagos. You know, I've always asked this question, everything Lagos, Lagos, Lagos. What are we doing here in Ibadan to develop the sport, to develop grassroots tournaments? I mean, we have talent spread everywhere. From here, from there, from everywhere. Talent are bound, of course, the talent are wasting. So here we need to do more as well in Ibadan. Of course, the the management of Lightweight Media, we are also looking through something in terms of table tennis tournament, or even expanding it to tennis as well. Of course, I believe that very soon you get to hear what we are doing in terms of that concerning. Of course, our principal talking about Prophet Sam Adebayo Ojo will sanction that very soon. I will have maybe Sam Ojo table tennis tournament in Ibadan. It will happen, so watch out. It will definitely happen. Okay, yes, I'm still talking about other games. Not yet. I'm not yet in football. I'm just taking you through some of these the games you call not popular sports. That's what I'm doing right now. And in a bold move to promote gender inclusion in sport and youth empowerment, the Nigerian American Football Association (NAFA), in partnership with Browns Nigeria, has officially launched the Gridiron Games program in Lagos. Again, Lagos. The initiative aims to introduce American football to 150,000 girls across Nigeria and equip them with essential life skills, leadership training, and opportunities for long-term personal development. The event, which attracted prominent figures and stakeholders in sports, gender advocacy, and of course community development, featured a series of engaging panel discussions and breakout sessions. And these sessions focus on sensitizing young girls about critical issues such as personal safety, self-empowerment, and the importance of continuous skill development. So this one, trying to make American football very popular in Nigeria. And American football is different from football. It's not football. You know, in America, they don't call football, they don't call it football. Only America will call it soccer. So in America, if you say you want to play football, they will tell you, okay, American football, right? It looks like a baseball stroke, rugby somehow. It's different entirely from football. So in America, there's nothing like the football that we use our two legs to play. They call it soccer there, soccer. So it's not America. It's not football. Okay? Let's take you now to basketball and report actions in the NBA regular season, as we always do on the show every time. But before we go there, basketball, let me let you into tennis a bit quickly. Let's talk about tennis and tell you that Alexander Zverev asked for a spectacular spectator. Yeah, he asked for a spectator who heckled him over domestic abuse allegations to be kicked out of his Munich Open quarter final. He was serving at 5-5 in the second set against Dutchman Talon Giespoor when the fan shouted, "Let's go, you white beater." I tell you. Zverev spoke to their umpire, Fergus Murphy, and could be heard saying, "Fergus, please kick him out." It is not clear if the spectator was ejected from the stadium, but in January this year, Zverev was heckled by a spectator during the Australian Open men's singles trophy ceremony. As he stepped up to receive his runners-up trophy, the spectator loudly shouted, and I quote, "Australian believes Oli and Brenda." The 27-year-old was accused of violence by his former girlfriend Olia Sharipova in 2020 and of domestic abuse in 2023 by Brenda Patia, with whom he has a child. Zverev has repeatedly denied the issue. That one was gone. Another one came through again, still from, not from the same person, but about the same person, talking about Alexander Zverev. Because in November 2023, Zverev was given a penalty order and fined by a German court after being accused of physically abusing his ex-girlfriend Patia. And Zverev denied the claim as well and lodged an objection against the order, which resulted in a public trial. Now, the trial was discontinued in June 2024 last year after a settlement was agreed between the defendant and the complainant. At the time, the court said the decision was not a verdict and not a decision about guilt or innocence. They just ended it that way. So that was exactly how Zverev has been living his life, but somehow the thing seems to be working against him, because every time he plays, somebody somewhere will be screaming his name. And it's like some people want to use that as a distraction for him whenever he's doing his thing on the on the tennis court. And exactly happened yesterday again. I hope it will not happen today when he plays again in the final of the tournament. Okay, let's quick games that went down a while ago when Atlanta Hawks were defeated by Miami Heat 114 to 123. Memphis Grizzlies were also defeated Dallas Mavericks 120 to 106. And today, more games will be going down. Yes, the games that will be going down this evening. 6 p.m. Nigerian time, Indiana Pacers will take on Milwaukee Bucks, while at 8:30 it will be Denver Nuggets taking on LA Clippers. And at 11 p.m. Nigerian time, New York Knicks will take on Detroit Pistons. And these are the games in the NBA playoffs. In the NBA playoffs in America. All right, let me quickly give you the standings now, how they stand. In the Eastern Conference, it is Cleveland Cavaliers are still leading the pack, followed by Celtics, and Knicks follows, Pacers follows, and of course the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks in 5th position. While in the East and the Western Conference, City Thunder, Oklahoma City Thunder is top, followed by Houston Rockets, LA Lakers, Denver Nuggets, and of course LA Clippers. So these are the actions, and of course how it went down in the NBA playoffs in America. Of course, you know, at this point, I have a breather. When I come back, I'll definitely be taking you through the latest in football as we move from those other sports now to football. For now, we're playing basketball, and this is Curtis Jones right here. Melody Sports, Melody 100.7 FM, complete sport on this beautiful Saturday, and with the nature's finest.
They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. They're playing basketball. We love that
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. It's Malone. I like slam dunks, taking it to the hoop. My favorite play is the alley-oop. I like the pick and roll. I like the give and go. 'Cause it's basketball. Mr. Curtis Blow. See Tiny play against Earl the Pearl and Will Big O and Jerry West play basketball at its very best. Basketball has always been my thing. I like Magic Bird and Bernard King. And number 33, my man Kurt Reed is the center of my starting team. Watch out, in your face here. Yes, Clyde, Rick, Barry, and Pistol Pete. Now these players could never beat Isaiah and Iceman too. Just give them the ball, and then you talk up too. Dantley and Wiggins are on the scene, and Ralph Simpson is really mean. Bill Russell and didn't take no jump, and Dell Dawkins got a monster dump. To the hoop, y'all. Yes. Ha-ho! Here I go. Face. Watch me. Dip. Sucker. Oh, you can't check me, man. Jump. Get on down. Oh, yeah, I like this basketball. Dip. Now here I go in your face. Swish. Oh, yeah. To the hoop, y'all. It's basketball. Tell me, were you in the jump? The night Wolves scored 100 points. Or when the Celtics won titles back to back and didn't give nobody no kind of slack. Or when Dr. J shook the whole damn team with moves that came right out of a dream. Or when Willis Reed stood so tall playing D with his eye. Yes, basketball. To the hoop, y'all. Yeah, girl. Oh, yeah. To the hoop, y'all. Shoot the bill. Baseline, slam dunk. Dip. Oh, yeah. I get the ball and then I go and play like the superstar in the NBA. The forwards, the centers, and all the guards. The ones you see on the bubblegum guards. Me and homeboy would go one-on-one, cause playing the game is a lot of fun. Sit by the TV and watch them all, cause Curtis Blow is rapping basketball.
Man, did you see that boy Pearl the other night take that thing up in Ewan's face?
He's bad, but I like Michael Jordan, man.
Oh, do y'all remember the old days? The old days of the record with Dr. J used to take the whole team,
And I
boy.
don't know, man, he's still doing it.
He used to burn him. I saw him burn Cassie Russell one night, man. It was embarrassing.
Hey, y'all see Bernard King, man?
Oh, Bernard King is my man. I like the Knicks. The Knicks play ball, baby.
Oh, they can play that ball.
What is this shit?
Bill Russell was the man.
Will used to take him, man. Will.
Man, when Russell had the championship rings, Will just had them points. That's all he ever had.
Jerry West.
I don't know
Jerry
about
West.
that.
Russell, man.
The ball, y'all. The pill. The up.
I love this station, Melody 100.7 FM.
Most definitely, we play basketball. Yes, that's a song from Curtis Jones. What a song. It is Complete Sports on Melody 100.7 FM. You're chilling with the nature's finest on the radio, riding solo this afternoon. Of course, follow us on all socials, Melody 107 FM. Melody 107 FM on Instagram, on X, and of course YouTube. But for Facebook is Melody 100.7 FM, and on TikTok is at _ Melody 107 FM. And follow us and like what we do there, share what we do, and make sure you participate in what we do, and let us know where you always listen to us from. We do so much appreciate your messages and your interactivity, because it's all about interactivity. It's not just here to do it alone. So thank you so much for always loving and viewing it. On Facebook stream now, you can drop your comments there. I'll be taking them very shortly on some of the reactions to some of the stories I'm giving you, especially as it concerns so many things in the league, in the Champions League, and of course, Rio Ferdinand is saying Arsenal can never win this Champions League. What do you make of this? You think it's bad belly or you think it's realistic? Let's hear from you. And for Real Madrid as well, do you think this man, Carlo Ancelotti, Don Carlo, has overstayed his time at the UN of the competition will represent Nigeria in this year's Cup. Cup. Of course, so painful how Shooting Stars ended the run. We were thinking they would have used this one as one of the things to give us a continental engagement in Ibadan, but it didn't come to being as they fell our hands. God have mercy. Okay, let's begin to, before we get to the MPFL, and let's talk about action going down concerning the Under-20, where our Group B opponent, Morocco, have unveiled their squad for the 2025 African Cup of Under-20 Cup of Nations. Head coach Mohamed Ouhabi listed 26 players for the tournament, and the squad features a blend of domestic talent and overseas-based players, including Stade Rennes, the defender, Abdelmalid Ati Bouladi, and FC20 centre-back Julian Misbahu. Morocco will face Kenya in their opening fixture of the competition on Thursday, May 1. They also take on 7-time champion Nigeria in their second group game 3 days later. That will be on May 4. And Egypt will host the Under-20 AFCON from April 27 to May 18. That is next. The competition starts next Sunday. And Under-20 Nigeria Flying Eagle, also they've been preparing so hard, finalizing their preparations in Abuja. And she's talking about the Morocco 2025 Algeria Under-17 head coach Abdeno Mira says his side will give their all to get a positive result against Nigerian Flamingos. This one is in the female tournament now, as Nigeria will host the North Africans in the first leg of the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifying match. First leg at the Remo Star Stadium, Ikene. Today, the match is preparing to start, and the Flamingos are overwhelming favorites to win the two-leg contest, going by their pedigree. Mira acknowledged Bankolulu Kire's side quality that insisted that they are motivated to get a February result against Nigeria. Will they be able to do it? Knowing fully well that Nigeria is still the team to beat in this competition in Africa. Only time we tell. By 6 p.m. tonight, we definitely know where the pendulum will be swinging to. Let's move to the MPFL now. You remember what I told you about I broke the news for you 2 days ago concerning the man that attacked a footballer, talking about the Nasarawa United fan that attacked the Plateau United footballer. And the matter now is beginning to bring up the constant talk in the past where violence was the order of the day back in the day in our league. But for some time now, that thing has somehow gone down drastically. As he started rearing his ugly head again, is a question people are asking now, because cases of aggression and violence in the MPFL seem to have become a constant theme now. Earlier in the month, players and officials of Ikorodu City needed the intervention of the Nigerian Army officers before they could leave the Lagos Salami Stadium in Ibadan here after a goalless draw against Shooting Stars, when they were held hostage by angry Shooting Stars fans following Southwest Derby draw. Now, according to Ikorodu City's Director of Media and Communication, Samuel Bamishebi, the away team were locked inside the stadium to prevent the angry fans outside from coming inside. Now, days after that one, Plateau United player Vincent Emitokwe was stabbed in the neck following a match day 33 fixture at Nasarawa United. In a statement, Nasarawa United denied that Emitokwe was stabbed by their supporter. Now, the statement signed by the club's director of media, H. Amos, claimed the incident it was unfortunate, but was exaggerated. According to him, Temitope suffered only a slight bruise on the neck and was not stabbed with a knife or any dangerous weapon as claimed in the media. Amos explained that eyewitnesses account confirmed that the individual involved in the altercation, talking about Bashir Bala, who has now been sentenced to 3 months in prison, he used his sharp fingernails during a scuffle after the player allegedly attempted to hit a spectator with a plastic chair. The club insisted that the arrested individual is not a known supporter of Nasarawa United. The question then becomes, why have stories like this come to color the NPFL this season? It's been a long time we heard things like this. Violence coming back to our league. You can also drop your comments on our Facebook page. How do we cover violence in our football? Meanwhile, in a statement released on Wednesday, the NPFL said the Shooting Stars was found guilty of all 3 counts for failure to provide adequate security failure to ensure proper conduct of their supporters, resulting in attack on the opponent and throwing up objects to the field of play and the referees. The league body has thereafter fined the 3SC 1 million naira for each charge and ordered the additional 2 million naira be paid for the damage caused to the Ikorodu City bars. So that's the situation for that of Suri FC, and for the one of Nasarawa United fan, he was sentenced to 3 months in jail with an option of fine. Is violence coming back to our league? That is the question on the show this afternoon. All right, to the NPFL proper, where the league matches be going down this weekend. And Niger Tornadoes have welcomed back the trio of Papa Daniel, Ahmed family, and Sabi Ibrahim for the NPFL Match Day 34 encounter against Bayelsa United. It's a Match Day 34 encounter, and the duo Daniel and family returned to the training ground after regaining full fitness. Ibrahim teamed up with the rest of his teammates from the Flying Eagles camp. The Niger Tornadoes will lock arms with Bayelsa United at the Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna this evening. The Eco Allah boys suffered a 4-1 defeat to Bayelsa United in the reverse fixture. Tornadoes occupy 12th position on the log with 43 points, while Bayelsa United are 10th on the NPFL log, and they have 45 points. And still talking about the NPFL actions, Amak Pakabo, the man who is doing magic now at Abia Warriors, says his team will work so hard to get the needed result in the remaining matches of the season so that they can pick a continental ticket. The Umaya Base club will be up against Katsina United in their Match Day 34 encounter today, and the match is built for the Mohammed Diko Stadium in Katsina. Abia Warriors have recorded 4 wins from their last 5 matches, and they occupy 3rd position on the log with 53 points. So let's take you now to all the actions going down in the NPFL today and tomorrow. As the NPFL is just like the EPL and La Liga and other leagues around the world, moving closer to crescendo. So let's take you to actions now. We call this one action attraction side of the program this afternoon. Eyimba will be taking on Kano Pillars. Lobby Stars take on the Enugu Rangers. Katsina United will be taking on Abia Warriors, as I said earlier. And for the games are going down today and tomorrow in the NPFL, Economic Warriors welcome Ikorodu City to Maiduguri. The Niger Tornadoes host Bayelsa United. Heartland Owerri, who recorded the biggest result of last week when they defeated Rangers International at the Cathedral in Enugu 2-0 away. They will be hosting Kwara United today in Owerri. Plateau United welcome while Rivers United will be at home to welcome Sunshine Stars, and Shooting Stars tomorrow will be doing battle against their final defeat to Arsenal. However, Ancelotti is speaking. insisted that anyone who talks about a rift isn't telling the truth. He said he has spoken with the players and the club, and of course everyone is on the same page. He said that yes, they are hurt. Everything seems to be hurtful because of the defeat to Arsenal. He said these are things that can happen in football. He said you win some, you lose some, but one thing is they haven't had a clash with the club because they are always in the same boat. Anyone who talks about a clash with the president isn't telling the truth, according to Carlo Ancelotti. The Italians men are still in with a chance of retaining their La Liga crown, which they won last season, and winning the Copa del Rey. But if they fail to triumph in either, the 65-year-old is likely to leave the club this summer. He's already been looked out for in Brazil, the final of the season. Ferdinand predicted that the final will be contested between PSG and Inter Milan. And Arsenal are through to the semi-finals after defeating Real Madrid 5-1 on aggregate. The Gunners will now take on PSG, who they beat 2-0 earlier in the competition in the final four. So Barcelona faces Inter Milan in the other semi-final, but according to the man Rio Ferdinand, he says Arsenal will not get to the final. It's between PSG and Inter Milan. You remember, as I said it since 2-3 days ago, I mean, it's not even 2-3 days ago, I've been saying it for long, that the winner I'm seeing eventually, not that I hate Arsenal, I would have loved everything to go to England. Yes, Arsenal winning Champions League, Manchester winning Europa, or Manchester or Tottenham winning Europa, and Chelsea winning Conference. Everything go to the EPL. You know, I have love for EPL. But my mind and my spirit keeps telling me is Inter Milan. And every season, I pick a club like that to win the Champions League or the league, they end up winning it. So the octopus in me has been telling me that it's Inter Milan that will win this year's Champions League. I don't know who they will play in the final. All I know is Inter Milan will win this Champions League this year. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what my feeling and my spirit has been telling me. And this feeling has been there since about 2 months now. So let's see how it goes. So for Rio Ferdinand, he says he doesn't see Arsenal making it to the final. What do you make of it? Drop your comments in the comment section. All right, let's quickly look through this one before I have a breather. And when after the breather, I'll definitely be coming back full time to Action Attraction, where I will take you through all the league actions from different centers in the major European League games. But before then, let me quickly tell you that a former Croatian, this is a very sad story, former Croatian player. His name is Pokrevic. He was said to have died in a car crash. The former Croatian international Nikola Pokrevic was said to have died in a car accident in his home country. The Croatian Football Federation had confirmed this one a few hours ago. He's 39-year-old, and of course he was confirmed, his death was confirmed a while ago in the country, talking about in Croatia. The 39-year-old midfielder played for Dynamo Zagreb, AS Monaco, and RB Salzburg over his career and won 15 international caps from 2008 to 2010. Prokrivac was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2015, which forced him to retire from professional football. But he returned to amateur football in 2021 and joined lower league side NK Vojnic last summer. And local media said he was in a vehicle with 3 teammates from NK Vojnic when they were involved in a 4-vehicle collision in Karlovac, central Croatia, yesterday evening. It has been reported a 42-year-old person in another car was also killed, while the other occupants of Pokrevic car were taken to hospital with serious injuries. Pokrevic played at Euro 2008, where Croatia reached the quarterfinals and faced England twice in qualifying for the 2010 World Cup. What can we say? May he so continue. To rest in peace. It's a very sad one. And for those who've been following Croatia football, you definitely know this man, Nikola Pokrevic. mean, if you watch Euro 2008 very well, you definitely remember him. He was one of the guys that did very well for Croatia, especially against England. Okay, before I have a breather, let me quickly tell you what Conor Bradley said. Conor Bradley plays for Liverpool, and he says it will be a dream come true to help Liverpool clinch the Premier League title this season. The 21-year-old Northern Ireland international, who was part of the side that won the League Cup last season, has featured in the past 2 games for Arne Slot's side after recovering from a hamstring injury that kept him out for 4 league matches. Liverpool are 13 points ahead of Arsenal in the title race and will be crowned champions if they win 2 of their remaining 6 games. So according to him, it will be a dream come true. And he says whenever you join a club like Liverpool, your dream of winning the Premier League is top notch. Liverpool could clinch the title as early as tomorrow should they beat Leicester City and Arsenal lose to Ipswich Town this earlier that tomorrow afternoon. So if Arsenal lose tomorrow, somehow anything can happen in football. After all, Ipswich wanted to kill Chelsea last week. So if Arsenal lose to Ipswich tomorrow, and of course they end up winning their own game, I'm talking about Liverpool, then it is over. Once they beat Leicester tomorrow, then Arsenal refuse to win against Ipswich, it is over. It is over. Bradley, though, does not want to get caught up in the permutations. He feels it to be a great one for him to be part of the team that will lift the league this season. I wish him well, and I pray he does well. Okay, let's quickly talk about what happened 2 days ago when Manchester United came from 4-2 and ended up winning the game 5-4, scoring 3 goals in a space of 7 minutes. And of course, the man who gave them the needed goal to get that victory, Harry Maguire, has been talking, and he says he was so happy. How the thing happened, he's still wondering how it happened, but it was just something they could call sheer determination to go far. Because when they were down 2 goals, 7 minutes to time, they never believed they could do it. Even some of their fans were already looking dejected. I could see a boy in the stand crying at that time. But when the game ended 5-4, that boy was full of smiles. That's what football can do, and that's how football makes you so crazy. So kudos to them and big ups to Manchester United for making that happen. Because, Amorim has also been talking concerning that victory. Everyone has been talking concerning that victory. But what can we say? Up next to the next one. Yes, on to the next one. Let me take a breather. When I return, action attraction full time as I take you to England, to Spain, to Germany, Italy, and of course, I also tell you what happens to Cristiano Alvaro dos Santos Ronaldo yesterday. Another disappointment for him. And who made that happen? The man that was bought from Aston Villa. Broke the hearts of Ronaldo and the fans of Al-Nasri yesterday. Let's go quickly to the deck now and drop this one. And after that, it will be time to take you to the time check, after which I'll come back here and give you more. It's Complete Sports on Melody 100.7 FM. The finest is here this beautiful Saturday afternoon.
I'm the bunch. You only have one life to live. If you're lucky, then you might get 2. I was down, so down, took the hit. Was a miracle that got me through. I've seen the world, paid my dues. Got plenty of scars, but nothing to lose. No. looking back now, there's no regrets. Moving forward, that's all that's left. Wouldn't change a thing, even if I could. I'm stronger now, with just more I've seen the world, paid my dues. Got plenty of scars, but nothing to lose. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. Smoking in the air, look at me now. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. Standing up, standing up, standing up. Oh, Africa, standing up. To nation, Togo, Nigeria, Mali, Ghana, Congo, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Angola, South Africa, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia, Cape Verde, Nigeria. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. Smoking in the air, look at me now. I'm on top of the world. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. I'm on top of the world. Smoking in the air, look at me now. I'm on top of the world. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. Nigeria, Mali, Ghana, Congo, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Angola, South Africa, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia, Cape Verde, Nigeria. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. Smoking in the air, look at me now. I'm on top of the world. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd. I'm on top of the world. Smoking in the air, look at me now. I'm on top of the world. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd.
Melody FM 100.7.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
I love this station. Melody 100.7 FM. We are the real home of entertainment. Melody FM 100.7 Ibadan.
100.7. 100.7.
100.7.
Melody
100.7.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 4 p.m.
Reset one of your presets for your hit music now.
Thank you so much for being there with us. It's still Melody 100.7 FM right here in the city of Ibadan, the big brown roof city, the city of first. Follow us on all socials, Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook, on Instagram, Melody 100.7 FM. That's Melody 107 FM. There is no point in that one. The one that has point is Facebook. But YouTube, Melody 107 FM, Instagram, Melody 107 FM, and on X is Melody 107 FM. But the only one that is entirely almost different from others is the TikTok. The TikTok account is at underscore Melody 107 FM. Melody 107 FM, MELODY, or simply search Melody Ibadan. You definitely be on to us. All right. Welcome. Thank you for being with us. And we go straight now to the action attraction segment of the show. This segment is where we look through all the league actions, the league standings, and what is happening on these different sides of the league actions. Once again, let me tell you what you expect tomorrow and today in the MPFL. Today, in about, the match is about starting now. Aimba taking on Kano Pillars in Aba. Lobby Stars in taking on Enugu Rangers at the Upper Eku Stadium. And of course, Katsina United welcoming Abia Warriors to the Mohammed Diko Stadium in Katsina. And tomorrow in the MPFL, all other games will be completed as Economy Warriors welcome Ikorodu City to Maiduguri. And Niger Tornadoes host Bayelsa United, Heartland Owerri host Akwara United, while Plateau United will play Akwa United. Rivers United will welcome Sunshine Stars. Shooting Stars welcome Remo Stars to Ibadan. And the last game of the week is between Bendel Insurance and Nasarawa United. Now, what is the log looking like in the MPFL? It is Remo Stars still in the park. After 33 games, they are still in the park now with 62 points, followed by Rivers United with 55 points. Abia Warriors have 53 points, Ikorodu City 52 points, Bendel Insurance 49 points, and Shooting Stars now have 48 points. I mean, how funny it could be. I remember when Shooting Stars were second position, Bendel Insurance were almost fighting for relegation. Now Bendel Insurance are even above Shooting Stars. God have mercy. Kano Pillars have 47 points on 7th position. Rangers International 8th on the log with 46 points. Eimba 9th on the log with 46 points as well, while Bayelsa United are 10th on the log with 45 points. And the funny side is, if either of Bayelsa, Eimba, and Rangers International end up winning their game, including Kano Pillars, and Shooting Stars fail to win in Ibadan tomorrow, definitely, Shooting Stars might find themselves in about 8th or 9th position. Because Kano Pillars with 47 points will leapfrog Shooting Stars. Rangers International with 46 points will leapfrog Shooting Stars as well. And Eimba with the same 46 points we also leapfrog Shooting Stars. If all these teams win, I'm talking about Eimba, Rangers, Kano Pillars, if they win their games, Shooting Stars might end up, and if Shooting Stars don't win tomorrow, they might end up finding themselves in 9th position by the end of this weekend. God have mercy. In the relegation zone, we have Heartland in 16th position, Kano Pillars 17th position, Akwa United, Sunshine Stars, and Lobby Stars to make up the guys fighting for relegation. All right, let's move from there now to the most lucrative league in the entire world. Talking about the EPL. As we speak right now, 4 games are going down. Brentford and Brighton are playing 1-1. Crystal Palace playing goalless with Bournemouth, halftime score. Everton and Manchester City playing goalless as well. West Ham United also playing goalless with Southampton. All these are halftime scores in the EPL. And later today at 5:30, Aston Villa will take on Newcastle United. And that game is a battle because Aston Villa also fighting to get into the top 5. They are fighting to get into the top 5 while Newcastle United are trying to retain the top spots in the league. So it's a battle. It's a game that both teams will be fighting hard to win. What will happen? Only time will tell. Tomorrow in the EPL, we have some great games going down tomorrow as well. Fulham will host Chelsea. That's the first game at 2 p.m. It's the Battle of the Londoners. It's the London Derby tomorrow at 2 p.m. Ipswich Town will play in Arsenal because Arsenal need that game. Because if they don't win that game tomorrow, once Ipswich Town manages to win the game and Liverpool win their own game against Leicester City, then it is over. In the league, Liverpool will just be waiting for the day they will be handed the trophy. Manchester United will play Wolves at 2 p.m. at the same time. So meaning tomorrow we have 3 games at 2 p.m. Fulham, Chelsea, Ipswich Town, Arsenal, and Manchester United and Wolves. And the other game is between Leicester City and of course Liverpool. That will be at 4:30 p.m. Then the last game for the match day is on Monday between Tottenham Hotspur and Nottingham Forest. And that's a game that's going to be full of action as well. Tottenham Hotspur hosting Nottingham Forest at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And now for the way the league is standing, talking about the table, the EPL log, let's quickly give it to you now before we go to Spain. Liverpool still leading the pack, 76 points. Arsenal follows with 63 points. That's a 13 points lead. Newcastle follows with 59 points in third position. Fourth position, Nottingham Forest with 57 points. And Man City, who are playing goalless now, are in 5th position. Chelsea, 6th position with 54 points. Aston Villa, 54 points as well. So if Chelsea don't win their game tomorrow and Aston Villa end up winning, then definitely Chelsea will be finding themselves where they shouldn't be. They'll be finding themselves off to 7th position on the log. Bournemouth are 8th, Brighton are 9th, and 10th are Fulham. In the relegation waters, you have very funny how Tottenham Hotspur are now in 16th position. They are going down, down, down. 17th are Wolves, 18th Ipswich Town, Leicester City 19th, and of course already relegated Southampton 20th position. There's nothing, no miracle can save Southampton. Even the way it appears, Leicester City as well are looking through like they're already gone. It looks like nothing can also save Leicester City as well because they have 18 points from 32 games. How would they escape? The way it appears, Ipswich Town, Leicester City, Southampton have also already relegated. If you ask me, the way it appears, they've already been relegated. But let's see what will happen. But Southampton have been confirmed relegated before now. Okay, let's go to Spain right now and talk about the La Liga and actions going down there. Real Valladolid and Osasuna, that's the first game at 1. Real hosting Real Sociedad at 3:15, and at 5:30 Sevilla taking on Deportivo Alaves. And the last game for tomorrow is Real Madrid taking on Athletic Bilbao at 8 p.m. What's the log looking like in the La Liga? You want to know? I'll definitely give it to you. That's why I'm here. Of course, Barcelona are still leading the pack as they've been like that for some time now. Of course, they have 71 points now, courtesy of the goalless draw they are playing at halftime. 71 points from 32 games. Real Madrid follows with 66 points from 31 games. Atletico Madrid 63 points from the same number of games. Athletic Club, or you call them Bilbao, 57 points from 31 games. And in the 5th position, Villarreal have 51 points from 30 games. Looking up the top 10, you have Real Betis, Celta Vigo, Mallorca, Real Valladolid, and of course the Real Sociedad. I beg your pardon, in the 9th position, Rayo Vallecano, not Valladolid. Rayo Vallecano And the 10th position is Real Sociedad. In the relegation waters, you have 16th Girona, 17th Alaves, Las Palmas in 18th position, and Leganes is on 19th, and Real Valladolid in the 20th position. Those ones they are like a Southampton. They are almost gone. If you ask me, I think they are gone already. So that's the way it is in the La Liga. All right, quickly, let's take you to the Bundesliga now and tell you what the action is looking like there as we speak right now this afternoon. The German Bundesliga. All right, yesterday night there was a game in the German Bundesliga. Rather, it was in the La Liga where we had Espanyol taking on Getafe yesterday. Espanyol beat Getafe 1-0. There was no action in the Bundesliga yesterday. So today, in the German Bundesliga, actions are going down as we speak. Because FC Heidenheim have been beaten, battered, shattered at home by Bayern Munich 4-0. I mean, what a bashing they are getting right now. Bayern Munich are angry with what happened to them midweek in the Champions League. So Harry Kane opened the scoring. Christian Coleman also on the score sheet. Joshua Kimmich. And Lama also on the goal scoring chart. So 4-0 it is right now as we speak in the German Bundesliga. The match is in the 83rd minute. In the other game going down, Freiburg beating Hoffenheim 3-2 in the 82nd minute is what the game is. Mainz 05-2, Wolfsburg 1. 80th minute of action. RB Leipzig 1, Kirsten K 1, and Werder Bremen 1, VfB Bochum 0. The last game for today is between Union Berlin and VfB Stuttgart. That one is coming at 5:30 Nigerian time. And tomorrow, action continues as well in the German Bundesliga. As we have a few matches left that will be played to complete the 3 games to be played tomorrow to complete the match day. Augsburg will be taking on Eintracht Frankfurt. That one is at 2:30. 4:30, you have Borussia Dortmund taking on Borussia Mönchengladbach. It's the battle of the Borussia. And while the last game is between Sao Paulo and Bayer Leverkusen, and that will be at 6:30 Nigerian time for the action in the German Bundesliga. Now before I go to the Serie A, in the standing, the Bundesliga log, you have Bayern Munich still leading the pack. Of course, the way it is right now, they've won the league because they have 72 points from 30 games, followed by Bayer Leverkusen with 63 points. Eintracht Frankfurt have 51 points and third. Mainz 05 are fourth, 49 points. And of course, RB Leipzig are fifth with 49 points. And making up the top 10, you have SC Freiburg, Werder Bremen, Mönchengladbach. That's Borussia Mönchengladbach. And Borussia Dortmund, they are following themselves. And they have game tomorrow. And in the 10th position, you have Augsburg. The relegation waters, you have FC St. Pauli in 15th. Heidenheim in 16th, VfB Bochum in 17th position, and Holstein Kiel 18th position. That's how it's appearing in the German Bundesliga. All right, quickly to the Serie A now. I'm talking about the Italian Serie A. There was a game that went down yesterday in the Italian Serie A, starting the match day. In the Ligue 1, I beg your pardon, yesterday, Reims defeated Nantes 2-1. Yes, I'm taking you to the Ligue 1 now. Yesterday, Reims defeated Nantes 2-1. For action today in the French Ligue 1, a couple of actions there are going down. So it is Paris Saint-Germain right now beating Le Havre. It is 1-0. The match is in the 15th minute. Here's Monaco will take on Strasbourg later at 6 p.m. Nigerian time. And while at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, it will be a battle between Marseille and Montpellier. Marseille and Montpellier will be doing a battle today, the last game of tonight, and tomorrow in the French League 1. For actions in the French League 1 tomorrow, you have these games going down there. Lille take on Auxerre. That will be at 1400 hours Nigerian time. That's at 2 p.m. And at 4:15, Brest will take on Lens. Same time, Nice will take on Angers, as well as Reims taking on Toulouse. While the last game is at 7:45 Nigerian time, Saint-Etienne will be taking on Lyon. For the action in the French League on tomorrow. All right. For the log, how the table is looking like in the French League on. We have a PSG still leading the pack. Nobody comes close. 77 points they have there. And the way it stands, they've already won the league. Nobody comes close. 77 points because the closest to them is Monaco with 53 points from 29 games. Marseille have 52 points. Lyon are fourth with 51 points. And Lille are fifth with 50 points. Making up the top 10, you have Strasbourg, Nice, Brest, Lens, and Reims. And the relegation water, you have Reims in 15th position, Le Havre 16th position, Saint-Etienne at 17th, and Montpellier 18th position. And that's the way it's looking like in the French League on. Quickly to the last of the major leagues that we have around the world, talking about the Serie A. How is it looking like in the Serie A? For matches going down right now in the Serie A. But before I take you to the Serie A, let me quickly give you an update of what is happening in the MPFL. Eimba and Kano Pillars are playing goalless. The Lobby Stars and Enugu Rangers are also playing goalless. While in EPL, Brentford and Brighton are 3-1. Brentford 3, Brighton 1. Crystal Palace 0, Bournemouth 0, Everton 0, Man City 0. West Ham United have scored against Southampton, and it is 1-0. And now to the Italian Serie A. For actions there going down as we speak right now. A game has been concluded between Lecce and Como. I said last week that Como seems to be doing some magic. They've been winning and winning now, and today they went to Lecce and they won 3-0 away. I mean, Como under Cesc Fabregas doing some magic right there. Okay, later in the next 40 minutes or thereabout, Monza will be taking on Napoli, and AS Roma at 9:45 Nigerian time will be taking on Hellas Verona. And for the game in the Serie A tomorrow, okay, you have the first kickoff in the Serie A tomorrow is between Empoli and Venezia, and that match is for 2 p.m. Nigerian time. Bologna will be taking on Inter Milan at 5 p.m. While at 7:45, AC Milan Atalanta, and that should be the match of the week. AC Milan Atalanta. What a game that will be at 7:45 Nigerian time tomorrow. Okay, in the Serie A, the log, how is the log looking like? Inter Milan still leading the pack, 71 points from 32 games. Napoli coming close to 68 points from the same number of games. Atalanta, we're taking on, they are on third position, 61 points. Juventus, 59 points. And Bologna with 57 points. Making up the top 10, you have Lazio on the 6th position. Roma, 7th. Fiorentina with 8. Milan, 9. And of course, Torino, 10th position. And in the relegation waters, you have Parma, 16th position. Lecce, 17th. Venezia, 18th. And Empoli, 19th. And leading the pack from the rear is Monza, who, the way it sounds now, seems relegated. They appear to have been relegated. No magic will save these ones. So that's the action attraction as everything going down all around the different centers as it concerns football actions all around the world. From Spain to England to Italy to Germany and of course to France. Okay, let me have a short breather. When I return, I'll be taking you through some other news and transfer news as we have them coming from different angles and different places. It is the Melody 100.7 FM right here in the city of Ibadan. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest. They're holding it down right here. Complete sport on this beautiful Saturday, 19th day. Happens to be the birthday of my own mommy, my mother, Mrs. Felicia Beni Bakari. Happy birthday to my mama. God. In part of your life, you'll not live it in pain. Your children. Happy birthday, Mom. Let's have this short breather and I'll be back. This is a complete sport, Melody 100.
I love this station, Melody 100.7 FM. Melody FM 100.7.
Because we are the champions. That's why I always say Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan, Odogu, your Odogu station. When I say Odogu station, you know what that means, right? Odogu simply means champion. So every time I say Odogu, you know that I'm talking about being a champion. And that's the way it is. Okay? All right, let's take you to some other happenings in the ever-exciting world of sports, especially the round-leader game now. And I tell you this one that Atalanta who looking forward and hoping to sell Lookman to Liverpool. But that is where we are getting, because we understand that Ademola Lookman could be set for a sensational return to the Premier League, with Atalanta reportedly preparing to sell the Nigerian international to Liverpool this summer. Lookman was instrumental in Atalanta's UEFA Europa League victory and placed 14th in the 2024 Ballon d'Or rankings. And he is one of the Italian club's most valuable assets, and scores his stellar form has caught the attention of several top clubs, with Liverpool now reportedly leading the chase for his signature. Now, according to Italian outlet, Atalanta's new director of global development, John Motto, formerly of Manchester United, has been tasked with maximizing revenue from the sale of key players, including Lookman and Brazilian midfielder Ederson. And while Manchester City and Manchester United are circling Ederson, Lookman is viewed as a high-impact attacking reinforcement by Liverpool, especially with the uncertainty surrounding their front line under the incoming new manager. So Atalanta have previously benefited from lucrative sales to English clubs, having sold Amad Diallo and Rasmus Højlund to United, Christian Romero to Tottenham Hotspur, and Timothy Castane and Caleb Okoli to Leicester City. And should the deal go through, Lookman will join a short list of Nigerian exports to a future for Liverpool, such as Victor Moses, and could bring added flair and goal threat to Anfield. Will it be, will it not be? Only time will tell. Now, still talking about Nigerian Bloods doing exploits. Emenalo, son of former Nigerian international left-back Michael Emenalo, was unable to make history as Chelsea suffered a surprising 2-1 loss to Legia Warsaw in the second leg of the UEFA Conference League quarter-final crash at Stamford Bridge on Thursday night. Now, how did this one concern Nigerian, where he had featured against the Polish side? Emenalo could have become the youngest. If he had featured, he would have become the youngest Nigerian to make an appearance for Chelsea first team in a competitive game, because he's now aged 17 and 89 days. Chelsea Academy graduate Tino Anjorin is currently holding the record, having made his professional debut for the Blues at 17 years and 306 days old against Grimsby Town in September 2019. So Emenalo was included in Chelsea's UEFA Conference League squad before the Legia Warsaw clash, making him eligible for the matchday lineup alongside Tosin Adarabioyo and Tariq George. The versatile midfielder earned his first call-up to Chelsea first team following his impressive performance for the club's under-18 and under-21 teams this season. The young star was set to don the number 72 shirt had he made his professional bow against the Legia Warsaw. But despite the loss, it was Chelsea who actually went through 4-2 aggregate. But one thing is, the Nigerian was unable to get that opportunity. If he had, he would have made history. Maybe another day, another time, will be an opportunity for him. Where there's still semi-final, and there's still the final. And let's see how that turns out. Okay, moving on now to some other things. Let's talk about what happened yesterday, especially to Cristiano Ronaldo and his teammate, when Cristiano Ronaldo's 7th goal of the season wasn't enough, as Al Nassr suffered their first Saudi Pro League loss, falling 2-1 to Al Qadisiyah, which was inspired by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That's where he's playing now, the Gabonese. Ronaldo opened the scoring in the 32nd minute after a defensive mix-up, but Julian Quinones equalized shortly after. In the second half, Quinones set up Aubameyang for the winner, sealing a memorable win for the club. And despite late pressure from Al Nassr, Qadisiyah held on and ended the game 2-1. The defeat leaves Ronaldo's side trailing league leaders Al Hilal and Al Ittihad who both have games in hand. In the meantime, Ronaldo has recently spoke about the possibility of playing alongside his son, Cristiano Jr., comparing it to LeBron James and his son, Ronnie's NBA movement. So let's see when that will happen. We look forward to that. Father and son are playing together. Okay, let's go to the lower division in the English League now. And I tell you that Leeds United and Burnley are close to doing something. What are they close to doing? They move to the brink of promotion on the Premier League yesterday as they maintain a 5-point lead over third place Sheffield United at the top of the championship. Burnley came from behind to win 2-1 at Watford with goals from Zlatan Fleming City, and should Burnley avoid defeat against Blades. Sheffield United kept their promotion hopes alive, bouncing back from their consecutive defeats to beat Cardiff City 2-0 with goals from Gustavo Hammer and Ben Brereton. And the odd Chris Villida's men will finish at least third, no matter what will happen. So that is the situation in the relegation, in the battle to come up to the EPL. While, we're looking for who will replace Ipswich Town. Maybe Ipswich Town, Leicester City will be joining Southampton, because Southampton now confirmed. So we're looking forward who will be joining them. Will it be Leicester City? Will it be Ipswich Town? So who will be replacing them? Will it be Leeds United coming back to the EPL again? You remember they were there a few seasons back, about 2-3 seasons back, before they got relegated. So they are fighting hard to be back now to the EPL. Will they be able to do it? As well as Burnley will be aiming to be coming back. You know, Burnley, the team, they always wearing the same jersey color with Aston Villa. Only time will tell. We'll see how it will end at the end of the day. We have a few more matches to go. Let's talk about father of Thiago now, and I'm talking about Leo Messi. He has admitted that he planned to go back to Barcelona. Yes, that was actually his plan according to him. But he said his intended return did not eventually work out. The Argentine, who now plays for United States side Inter Miami, has now opened up to his inability to join Barcelona after the 2022 World Cup. But the decision to move to a different club currently entirely was the best he would have taken at that time. Messi won the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar while he was at the Paris Saint-Germain, but set his sight on return to Barcelona, a club that he has a great admiration for after several successful years there. And speaking yesterday, he said he had the intention of returning to Barcelona and being able to go back to a place he had always wanted to be, but it wasn't possible again. He said after that, it became a family decision, and the fact that they won the World Cup also had a big impact. He said it was clear he didn't want to be at another team in Europe, and he didn't want to go to any of them. So he must be Barcelona, or he just traveled out of Europe. And that was why he decided to travel to America. So Messi played at Barca for 17 seasons and won a total of 35 trophies, including 10 La Liga and 4 Champions League titles. At Inter Miami, he has already won 2 trophies, the 2023 Leagues Cup and the 2024 MLS Supporters Shield. He'll be leading Inter Miami to the Club World Cup, to the FIFA Club World Cup, because they've been certified fit to participate. Because the Club World Cup is holding in America, and one club must represent the host nation, and that is why Inter Miami, because of the influence of Lionel Messi, was picked to represent America in the Club World Cup. So he'll be playing alongside a few other of his former foes and rivals. Now there's been story, in fact we also discussed it here 2-3 days ago, and a whole lot of people have been speculating that Jurgen Klopp is one of the people being considered for the Real Madrid job alongside Jabi Alonso. But right now, the man at the top of it all, talking about Jurgen Klopp, has actually come out to speak concerning that. He says he's very happy in his current post at Red Bulls despite rumors linking him to a return to management with Real Madrid. Now, the former Liverpool manager became Red Bulls global head of soccer in January, taking care of a stable of clubs including RB Leipzig, the New York Red Bulls, and of course Bragantino in Brazil. Real Madrid's quarterfinal elimination from the Champions League at the hands of Arsenal this week has led to speculations manager Carlo Ancelotti, Don Carlo, is headed for the exit at the end of the season. And of course, German media report that the German media have been reporting that Klopp was one of the names that the Spanish giants want to take over in the Bernabeu dugout. And when he was asked about the rumors, his agent Marco Schick said 57-year-old Klopp was enjoying his new job. Also speaking, RB Leipzig coach Zotlo said he could not imagine Klopp moving to Real Madrid, adding that the German was very happy in the job. Lowe praised the club's impact, saying he's shown that he can bring a club together, a group of 40, 50, 60 people, and take them with him. In a 23-year career as a top flight manager with Liverpool, Borussia Dortmund, and Mainz 05, Klopp left each club of his own record, a rarity in coaching. So let's see, will it happen? Will it not happen? Only time will tell. But according to Klopp, I'm very happy at my current job. That's what Jurgen Klopp said. But he's still heavily linked to the job at Real Madrid. Will he go, will he not go? Only time will tell. Very gradually moving towards the end of the show now, talking about complete sports today. We'll still have a couple of time to check out a few more things with you. But let me quickly look through some of your messages, because I'm getting some of them via the text, so I will definitely take them on very shortly. But in the meantime, let me first look through this one. Before I go back to the messages, let me give you the updates of the games going on everywhere. What is the latest happenings here and there concerning the league action? I call it the action attractions segment of the show. Going back to EPL, where the games I gave you earlier, the score lines. Let me go back now and give you the score lines there from the EPL. Okay, for the games between okay, in Nigeria first, Enyimba and Kano Pillars is still one. I mean, it's now 1-0. So Enyimba have scored. The match is now in the 37th minute of play. Lobby Stars are playing 1-1 with Rangers International of Enugu. While in the EPL, Brentford are still leading Brighton 3-1. Crystal Palace and Bournemouth still playing goalless. Surprisingly, Everton playing with Man City still goalless as well. I mean, surprisingly, this Everton, they are up to something. They want to frustrate people, even though they have escaped relegation. And Chelsea, they are still playing Chelsea. Oh, I hope they will not give Chelsea wahala. But as it is right now, they are holding Man City to a goalless draw, and the game is now in the 84th minute. West Ham United still leading Southampton 1-0 in the 83rd minute of play. In the La Liga, Rayo Vallecano already played a 1-1 draw with Valencia. Barcelona, surprisingly, have been beaten at home 3-2 by Celta Vigo. I'm telling you, it's crazy. The match is now in the 65th minute. It's Barcelona 2 at home, Celta Vigo 3. In the Bundesliga, the games all the games have ended. So it was FC Heidenheim 0, Bayern Munich 4, Freiburg 3, Hoffenheim 2, Mainz 05 2, Wolfsburg 2, and RB Leipzig 1, Holstein Kiel 1, Werder Bremen 1, VfB Bochum 0. In the Serie A, Lecce 0, Como FC 3. And in the Ligue 1, Paris Saint-Germain are still presently being they are beating Le Havre 1-0. So that's how it's going down in all the games that are going across the different cities right now. Let me go to your messages now as you send them in. Let's begin to take them one after the other. Now for your text message, this one coming in from Debo. Say your name is Debo from Iwo. I say, good job you're doing there. The way you're rolling it is still making me surprised. Only you for 2 hours a show like this. Wow. Say your energy is top notch. Thank you, sir. God bless you, my brother. He said, you see, concerning Real Madrid, I think Don Carlo has given his best. Time for him to leave is now. You said, just as you said the finest 3 days ago or 2 days ago that you expected Don Carlo to have left when the season ended last season when he won the league. He should have just left on a high at that time. Say God bless Melody FM. I say God bless you too. Okay, this one says from Adejare from Olugweru says you're enjoying the show even though the analysts are not there. But the way you're rolling in everything makes me to enjoy it. Say you are really a superb presenter. Oh, thank you. You guys want to blow up my head. I don't like reading these kind of messages, but when you send them, I don't read them. What does it make? So thank you for the accolade. I appreciate. You say, okay, concerning Real Madrid, I think Carlo Ancelotti should buy out now. He said he should have left before now, but since he didn't leave before now, this is the time to leave before more disastrous outing we come and be disturbing his old age. He said now he still has respect, let him leave. Before there will be trouble between him and Fiorentino Perez, and as according to you, Adejare. Damola from Ojo says, good afternoon, finest. I'm loving the show. God bless you. God bless you as well. He said, concerning Real Madrid, I think there's no need for any renewal of contract between Real Madrid and Ancelotti. He has given his best, and his best now is showing that he's not enough anymore. Because nothing like tactics in what Real Madrid are playing is just individual performance by the players. No teamwork, no team play. And nothing is looking like there's a coaching input in the team. And you say concerning the statement by Rio Ferdinand that Arsenal cannot win the league, cannot win Champions League, only time will tell. Yeah, I like that. Only time will tell. Okay? All right, another message here says, good afternoon, the finest. So your name is Olu from Akobo. Is it Olu from Akobo? Okay, Ola. No, Ola. He said this one is Ola. It's Ola from Akobo. I know there used to be an Olu that always follows my show. So it's Ola from Akobo. It's a Melody FM top-notch station. Your sound is good. Oh, thank you. He said this is real music and sport. You remind me of Larry Zamuje in Lagos, music and sport back then. He said, wow. You're really doing well, the finest. Say, but what I want to ask, I don't know if you can answer. Okay, let me see. Ask now. He said, how do you combine all these things? Say, only you, music, only you, sport, only you presenting this, presenting that, everything. How do you combine them? I want to know because I feel I wish to be like you one day. Oh God. You wish to be like who? Anyway, let's just thank God for everything. It's God in heaven that gives talents, and it's God in heaven that has given the finest his own. Thank you so much. Being like the finest is all good. Just have the passion for it. It's the passion. Yeah, the passion. There are times you feel like you're tired, you can't move on. But because you have passion for it, you just say, God, let me go and do it. I have people that are waiting for me. That's what keeps me going every time. And thank God in heaven for good strength every time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, this one from Maruf. Yes, Maruf from Ojo. He said, yes, Arsenal cannot win the Champions League, just as Rio Ferdinand said, because what they are doing now is just scratching the surface. It will get to them against PSG. They cannot beat PSG. He said beating PSG before in the group stage will be different. This PSG has really gone further than they've been. He said this PSG now, they will beat Arsenal in the semi-final. Okay. All right, let's see how it happens. Let's see how it will go. Okay. And of course, this one also from Mutiu. But you didn't tell me where you're sending in from, Mutiu. Always let me know where you're sending from. Thank you. He said, yes, this show is superb. 2 hours of non-stop sport. He said, what I like so much about the sport is the fact that, about the program is the fact that other sports news are incorporated into it, unlike what we hear everywhere. You say in Ibadan, there's something that is common. Everybody just want to report football. He said, and they will say they are doing sport, but it is football. But he said, but you take 30 good minutes to report other sports on the show today, and you were thrilled. God bless you. Mutiu, thank you so much. I appreciate it. When something is called complete, and you must make it complete, we call it complete sport. So we cannot just come here for sport that is talking about football alone. When we say complete sport, you must have boxing, polo, cricket, tennis, everything concerning sport, and including basketball. Okay, this one says Desmond from Kolapo Estate is the name. He said, I know you don't always like to read messages that are praising you, but when you're doing well, won't people praise you? Say, please take the accolades from us. You are doing well. God bless you. Say, the way you roll music with the sports news together is what I love so much about this program. And the music you play are not just any kind of music. They are music that talk somehow about sports or sporting activity. How do you even put all these things together is what marvels me every time I listen to your shows. Say, God bless the finest. God bless you too. All right, thank you so much. The last message, this one says, Arsenal can never win the Champions League. This is the last they will go. Beating Real Madrid is their trophy for the season. Haba. Ezekiel from Ologweru. Haba, you are wicked. Okay, so those are the messages, and thank you so much. I appreciate all the messages. Gradually hitting on stretch little by little on the show. Don't forget, the show is every Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m., complete sport. But don't forget, every weekday, we have 2 times of sport in English. On Melody Sunrise, we have Melody Sports Connect. That will be at 8:30. And at 6:15 on the sports, we are on the cruise show. We have Sports Cruise, 6:15 to 7 p.m. 45 minutes of non-stop action, Monday to Friday. And don't forget, we also have a Yoruba Sport, 7 a.m. Diarrhea, and of course at 3 p.m. every day as well on Ogbagadi. And don't forget tomorrow Sunday from 9:30 we have Ganusi. That's a program that's strictly for sports quiz. It's strictly for sports quiz. We ask you a question about sport, you answer, and you win some great gifts. 9:30 to 11 p.m. every Sunday. Tell somebody to tell somebody about it, and that's how we roll. Now, let me leave now. I'll be back at 7. Yes, I will be going through music of yesteryear. You know how we do it every day, every time. Every Saturday, we bring on the papas and mamas and bring back the good old memories of music of yesteryear. On the program back in the day, I'll be coming at 7 p.m. for that. And don't forget, before then, there's a show that will be coming through, a brand new show as well. You know, I told you that one after the other, we're dropping them on you. Yesterday night, you heard Isgaju. Yes, when I finished yesterday at 8, you heard the program Isgaju, brand new show. Another brand new show is starting today with Mekunu. Yes, Akpero. Yes, Akpero Mekunu. Is more or less like a political awareness show. So Akpero Mekunu is coming at 6 p.m. It's after Akpero Mekunu, and I'll be back for Back in the Day. Keep it locked right here. We have so many beautiful Melody 100.7 FM. Before I roll out on the and give you the score lines of the game. La Liga and everywhere. But first, let me give it to you from Nigeria, where the MPFL matches are going on. And the score line for now is Enyimba still leading 1-0. Halftime score, Enyimba 1, Kano Pillars 0. Lobby Stars 1, Enugu Rangers 2. Yeah, Enugu Rangers, they want to do what Heartland did to them last week when they were beaten at home by Heartland. So they want to also beat Lobby Stars. It is now 2-1 in favor of Enugu Rangers. And later, Katsina United will take on Abia Warriors. In the EPL, Brentford are still leading. It's now 3-2. Brighton have returned one. It was 3-1 before. It's now 3-2. The match is moving towards the end of the game. 90 plus 3 minutes. But I tell you, there's crazy things always happening in the EPL. You know why? Just about a few moments ago when I was telling you the scoreline, I told you that Everton were holding Man City to a goalless draw. But you know what? As I speak, the game has ended and it is now 2-0. Funny things happening in the EPL. 2 quick goals were scored in the dying minutes of action. Mateo Kovacic scored in the 90 plus 2 minutes. Of course, Rayleigh had earlier scored in the 84th minute with an assist from Nunes. So it is 2-0 away victory for Manchester City. And this result now means Man City are going to be giving Newcastle a run for the money now. And even Chelsea as well. Chelsea are condemned to also win their own games. But can they win? That's the question. Crystal Palace and Bournemouth have ended their own goalless. West Ham and Southampton have equalized. It is now 1-1. And that match is also about ending. And later tonight, Aston Villa will take on Newcastle United. Newcastle want to win that game by all means necessary. Because Man City have won, so they must also try to win. And Nottingham Forest also are now in trouble. With this victory from Man City, and Nottingham Forest are now in trouble. I tell you. What is more interesting in the EPL right now this season is even the top 5 finish. It's not even the who wins the league at the end of the It's top 5 finish now. That's where the action is right now. Because right now Man City are now 4th with 58 points behind the Newcastle 59, Nottingham Forest 57 points. So if Chelsea win tomorrow and Nottingham Forest don't win, it means Chelsea will leapfrog Nottingham Forest to 6th, while Chelsea will occupy 5th position. But if Nottingham Forest gets a positive result, no matter what Chelsea plays, it doesn't matter. If Nottingham Forest just pick a draw, then Chelsea will remain where they are. And if Aston Villa wins tomorrow, wins tonight. What am I even saying? Aston Villa are playing later tonight, this evening at 5:30. So if Aston Villa wins that game, of course, Chelsea will be dropped to 7th position. They'll be dropped to 7th. And if they now win their game tomorrow, they can go back to either 5th or 6th. But if they don't win, they will remain in 7th. It means Champions League is not realistic for Chelsea again this season. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it's going to be ending. So let me go now so that I can join you at 7 p.m. for the Back in the Day show. Big ups to Adenike Adesoye, Samson Olaleye, Moses, and every other person making things happen right here. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest, and I'll be with you at 7 p.m. on Back in the Day. Keep it locked right here. Don't move a muscle, but we have so many beautiful things still coming your way. Right here, Melody 100.7 FM in the city of Ibadan. I'm out of here. I'll see you on the next one. Good afternoon and enjoy the rest of our show.
Here I come with my voice, here to win. It's my choice.